Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with another recap of this Tyler Perry series called Up. So I'm now on episode 3, A Love Poem. So after, Toya still, not the Jazz and Toya still talk on the phone about the girl, Whitney, and stuff like that, she decides to say like, okay, that's cool or whatever. So I guess she decided to wait it out. Guess taking Toya's advice. So it's now the next day, which is Jazz's birthday. She ended up getting a call from Toya, and she called to wish her happy birthday and stuff like that. So she said she'll talk to her later, and then she was still kind of hesitant about taking the Plan B pill. So that was that. The next thing you know, she gets a private number call, and she was like, "Ooh, Daddy, I miss you. I can't wait to see you." Talking all sexy and seductive. Come to find that it was her real daddy. She was like, oh, "Daddy, Dad." She's like, "Oh." It was like, "Well, I'm sorry we couldn't be there to celebrate your birthday because we're I guess they're on a little vacation, whatever." She was like, "So how's Jamaica?" She's like, "That's fine and cool." And then mom was like, the dad got a heat rash. They ended up breaking off some aloe that was outside on the plant. And the mom said, Jazz was like, "That's not how that goes." She was like, "Well, why did they have it outside if we can't use it?" So then she was like, "When we get back, I'm gonna make you a big cake." She was like, "Okay, fine, I love you." And go on, she went about her day. So I think she decides to go out, and she uses her life savings to go out and buy her some good things to have a good time. So she got through shopping, and she ended up walking, and she checked her phone every time to see if Wayne's texting her. To no avail, he didn't do anything with that. So as she's walking down the strip or whatever, she ended up bumping into this guy. This guy named Darius was like, "Oh, you really cute." And he ended up pick up her bags and whatnot. He's still trying to talk to her. She was like, and he was like, "Why are you trying to run so far?" And she was like, "Listen, I'm on the way to the massage. It's my birthday. My girl's planning something for me, so I want to go ahead and get that." He was like, "Okay, well, it's really beautiful. Do you have any social media?" She was like, "Okay, so you're not going to try to stalk me or whatever and be crazy." And he was like, "Or send me type of pics or dick pics or whatever." He was like, "No, I'm good, but every girl love my pics." And she was like, "Yeah, whatever." So she eventually gave him, I guess, her Instagram or whatever. And then he was like, "Dang, you're really beautiful." So she met this guy named Darius. I wonder if he ever gonna like hit her up or whatever. So she ended up going to her appointment, and the guy Vin was there. She was just like, "Oh my God, this cannot be what it is." But it's like, dang, she trying to get over one man, then it's like a whole bunch is coming right after. So she gets to the massage parlor, and he's feeling some type of way about her. She's doing the same thing, daydreaming, whatever. So he was like, "Well, you get dressed to your level of comfortability." She was like, "Yeah, all the way naked or whatever." So he gets in, and then he starts doing her back, whatever. After she picks her oil, I think lavender, and he's like, "Why are you so tense?" And she was like, "Long story." He was like, "I got time." So she got a 90-minute deep tissue massage. So she basically tells him everything that's been going on, and he was like, "Well, dang, you should use that option to like tell him like you said you might be pregnant, so do that and see where things go from there." He was in her mind. She was like, "Dang, he must talk to Toya because she basically said the same thing." So after that massage and stuff was done, it was now time for her to like get ready for work the next day for that night. So after that, she met up with the girls at the club, and they gave her a shot to celebrate for her birthday. One of Christina's regulars, paid for their shots, and then at the same time, the girl Ashley that they don't like, she was really nice, and she was like, "Where's mine's at?" So they all ended up drinking theirs, and they went on about their day. So Jazz was still left at the table, and Ashley was like, "I told my table that it was your birthday, And she ended up giving her a huge stack of money. She was like, nah, this is too much. I can't take this all. And she's like, that's cool. I already took some off the top, because it was my table. Not for nothing. Actually, she's really cool. Like, she don't look like that conniving, devious person that, like, nobody can't stand. She's actually really cool. Like, she just got her extra few hundred without even having to work so hard. So meanwhile, their shift and stuff is over. So now it's like probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. They're all leaving, so they end up seeing Wayne in the background with his hood on. He has flowers and all this stuff in his hand. And they was like, ooh, you better handle that. So she ends up leaving. And he was like, hey, what's up? Happy birthday. And she was like, my birthday was yesterday. Like, why are you even here? It was like, can we talk? And she was like, so eventually she gets into his car and they start talking. It's like every time she gets into his car, it's like Whitney always finds a way to call and always interrupt their moment. And he was like, happy birthday, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. But we was in the hospital yesterday because Wesley is sick. And she was like, yeah, whatever. So she tells him, like, whatever. So she ended up eating the cupcake he got her. And that's when the phone call rang. And she ended up getting out the car because she said to enter it or whatever. He says, I'm going to take 30 seconds. So as she's doing that, she gets out, goes to her car. He goes to follow her. And he was like, just read the card. I wrote you like a love poem or whatever the case may be. And she was like, yeah, whatever. Just close my door. So by this time, they go their separate ways. She goes home. It's late at night. She brings in all her stuff, whatever. And she was contemplating on reading the card, but she was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to sleep. So I believe like the next couple of days go by, and that was that. Like, she was like, whatever, I'm just going to do me. So she ends up going to the gym, and he ends up finding her, and she goes to tell him, and he was like, listen, I need to talk to you. And she's like, talk to me about what? And she was like, I gotta talk to you too. So I believe she ends up telling him that she's pregnant, and he was just like, I don't think I'm ready. So they said some words, and she ends up walking off. And I believe that's the end of that episode, I believe. But if not, we're going to continue in the next one. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.